I got hit on by two guys at the bar. Since Mark was taking a long time to come back, I checked with the bartender to make sure everything was paid up and stepped outside to see if I could find him. He wasn't outside the bar. I looked around the street, but he was nowhere to be seen. I think Jim saw me walking up and down outside the bar, and he came out to see what was going on. I told him that my potential date seemed to have disappeared. He commiserated with me, and just a few minutes later, we were walking arm in arm through a nearby park. Jim pointed out that the park had a small hill, and the view from the benches there was great. I didn't find out if that was true because once we got to the bench, I was sitting on his lap, kissing him. Jim had one hand on my SS and the other on my right breast. I could feel him hardening under me, and I broke the kiss and slipped off his lap. Kneeling on the wet grass, I undid his pants and got his pee-pee in my mouth. Jim held my head, sometimes pushing as I sucked him into my mouth all the way down. I reached down and pushed my panties aside to play with myself as I sucked him. After sucking his pee-pee for several minutes, I wanted to be effed. So I stood up, intending to ride him. But Jim stopped me. He told me he didn't have a CNDM. I told him that was fine, as I was on birth control. Jim said the last time someone told him that, 9 months later, he was a dad. That kind of took the wind out of my sails. First, a guy disappeared on me, and then I found the only guy in the vicinity who had qualms about having intimacy. Right then, I desperately wanted to get effed, so without thinking much about it, I asked in that case if he would be willing to F my SS. Jim was willing.